Hi, my name is Nick, and today I'm going to be reading Suppose a Kid from the Last Dungeon Boonies Moved to a Starter Town, written by Toshio Satou. Here, in the peaceful village of Kunlun, our story begins. With an argument happening inside a small cabin. It's too much for you, Lloyd! You tell him too, Chief! The chief in question is a young girl with her dark hair done up in pigtails. So, the weakling of our village wishes to be a soldier in the capital, Your mind's made up, is it, Lloyd? Yes! There, we find a brown-haired boy with his heart set on bidding farewell to his home. Case 1. That day was like the arrival of a really well-mannered super typhoon. The scene now changes to the Azami Kingdom, our new stage. It lies on the southern tip of the continent upon which Kunlun is also located. And it is in this prosperous metropolis that the boy first sets foot. And that boy's name is Lloyd Belladonna. Wow! Look at all these people. The capital sure is something else. His feet carry him to the capital's east side, a chaotic, lawless district where the dregs of society gather. The bulk of the residents are middle or working class families, but head farther in, and it's a different world, where all kinds of folks live by their own rules. As Lloyd walks down the street, he is suddenly distracted by the offer of, "Tasty kebabs here, hot off the grill! Get 'em while the getting's good!" Lloyd stares, hungry, but then snaps out of it. No, get it together! I can't betray the chief's hard-earned trust. And that's when we get a flashback. Lloyd remembers just before leaving the village, the chief saying, "Very well, Lloyd. I'll allow you to head to the capital to seek out your dream of becoming a soldier. Take this crystal ball with you. Once you reach the capital, show this to the Witch of the East Side. She'll come to your aid. She's a student of mine." The chief's so amazing. She even has students here. Guess you get around if you're over 100. I believe I should explain. Though the chief of Lloyd's village has the appearance of a little girl, she is what is known as a lowly grandma. Soon enough, Lloyd comes upon a small house smack dab in the middle of two tall buildings. Is this it? The Witch of the East Side's place. There's a sign outside that says, "We got meds," signed by Marie the Witch, the owner. Lloyd slowly opens the door and peeks inside. Excuse me? And we find the titular Witch of the East Side sitting at a table, reading a book. The inside in general is, well, more than a little filthy, with dusty floors and garbage piles up in the corner. Without looking at him, the witch says to Lloyd, "What do you want?" "Oh, well, I was told to come here." "Oh? You bear a message?" "No, I'm not a messenger." That's when Marie closes her book and looks at him. "Then you've come here as a customer seeking a witch. Were you aware? Since ancient times, witches have demanded payment of equal value before granting any wish." Payment? "Yes. You must be prepared to make a suitable sacrifice. Knowing that, what wish do you desire of me?" "Sacrifice? Wish?" "Indeed. Ensure you don't regret your choice." "Well, I've come from the Boonies to be a soldier. I'd be much obliged if you'd let me stay here a little while." Lloyd bows to Marie, who can only answer back, "Huh? A soldier. Obliged to a witch." Marie starts again. "Since ancient times..." "Oh, ma'am, you already said that." Then go find an inn! There are ads in the square, damn it! Honestly, who gets witches and inns confused anyway? Is that what they told you back home? Where you from, anyway? Well, Kunlun? All right. Then you go home, tell them witches aren't... Wait. Kunlun? Hey, kid, by the way, what's your chief's name? Huh? Oh, it's... Alka. A wave of dread comes crashing down on Marie, and she starts sweating nervously and muttering to herself. No, it could just be the same name. After all this time, I mean. Lloyd interrupts her. "Oh, yeah, she said to show you this. Chief Alka's crystal ball." He places the ball on the table, and that's when Marie really loses it. "All hope is lost! It's definitely her! Sorry, where are my manners? I'll get the coffee brewing." The only thought running through Lloyd's head is, what a funny lady. "So, will the chief be joining you?" Marie's question is interrupted, as the crystal ball on the table starts glowing a brilliant light. Marie shields her eyes, and a human form begins to take shape. "Miss Witch, you can see for yourself. This is the... hey, where'd she go?" And the Kunlun village chief, Alka, materializes over the crystal ball. "Long time no see, Marie. It's me, your master Alka. Ring a bell?" Marie is on her hands and knees immediately, muttering to herself, "Please show me mercy, please show me mercy, please show me mercy." "I hate to ask a favor after all these years, but this precious, darling village boy Lloyd has decided to become a soldier of the realm. Until he passes the recruitment test, I hope you'll look after him for me." Marie meekly lifts her head up from the ground. If I may be so bold, I should like to ask you... Oh, by the way, I can't answer any questions. This is merely recording. My apologies." Marie gets up and starts slapping the crystal ball while laughing very loudly and very nervously. "You really had me going there, Pipsqueak!" Turns out it wasn't a recording. "I knew you'd slip up if I said that. You're such a sucker, Marie." And Marie once again falls to the floor. "Well, now, kidding aside, I do want your help here. Even if he fails the test, I'm sure you can pull a few strings for him. Eh, Marie? Okay, bye-bye. And Lloyd, if you ever get lonely, I'd be happy to be your bedfellow anytime." Say what? And that's when Alka disappears back into the crystal ball. Oh, jeez, talk about embarrassing. Once she's gone, Marie staggers up from the floor, brushes herself off, fixes her glasses, and tosses the crystal ball into an open dresser cabinet. Damn her to hell! She starts slamming the doors of the cabinet in frustration. "I was finally free! Now I gotta handle your weird favors, you damn lowly grandma! Lowly grandma! Ah!" After that, little outburst, Lloyd says to Marie, "I feel like I ought to apologize for bringing all this on you out of the blue. From the get-go, everyone tried to stop me coming here. They said someone like me could never be a soldier. But my mind's made up. I'll do my best not to be a burden. So please, Marie just answers back, "Well, if it's her asking, I don't have much of a choice. I'll look after you till the test. So, to make it formal, I'm Marie, the Witch of the East Side. And your name is?" "Oh, I'm Lloyd Belladonna. If there's anything I can do to help, I'd be more than happy to..." "No need to be so humble. You can take the empty room and back. Leave your things there." Oh, okay. And Lloyd makes for the empty room, but then immediately turns back to Marie and bows. Thanks for everything! Lloyd lifts his head back up and smiles to Marie, who looks on in shocked astonishment at how polite he is. And then, Lloyd walks back to the empty room. With that out of the way, Marie sits down and starts to relax with a cup of coffee. Kunlun, huh? He seems a lot nicer than that lowly grandma. What a surprise. Immediately, the cabinet door opens and Alka stands right there in the middle of it. By the way, don't you dare lay a finger on my darling boy, however good and sweet he may be. With the sudden outburst, Marie spits out her coffee. The real one? How? Oh, teleport spell. Uses this crystal as a gate. Please stop using magic outside the realm of human ability willy-nilly. No way would I go after a kid I've only just met. What do you take me for? Playing the innocent, are we? Didn't you recently spend hours dithering outside a host club downtown, never working up the nerve to go in? You have virgin written all over you. I ain't no... Wait. How much do you know? Are you spying on me? Does this mean you see everything that goes on here? You do, don't you? Well, I'll at least give you credit for stopping yourself. It seems you haven't entirely forgotten your position. That's why I'll trust you with him. Once again, you have my thanks, Marie. Marie, sitting back down, just says, happy to help. Friggin' lowly grandma. Oh, and one more thing. You've called me a lowly grandma several times today. You know about that too? As punishment, I've placed a minor curse of misfortune on you in ancient ruins. You did what? What sort of misfortune? Ow! I stubbed my toe. As soon as Marie recovers, Alka is already gone. And Marie seethes with anger. Damn her, that lowly hag! Using the wisdom of the ancients for such a petty grievance! The power of the runes could destroy the very world. It's the oldest form of magic there is. Runes require immense raw power and skill. It took me 3 years just to learn the disenchantment rune. How could she just use them like they're nothing? As she slams her fists to the table, a thread from her sleeve gets snagged on a tiny crack in the table and begins to unravel. Marie looks at this and just says, on such paltry misfortunes. Talk about it other ways! She hasn't changed at all! Damn her! Soon, morning comes. Marie slowly awakes, having fallen asleep at the table. She looks to the right and sees Lloyd cooking something in the kitchen. I fell asleep here, huh? And she also notices a blanket that was wrapped around her. Lloyd notices her waking up and greets her. Hi, good morning. Sorry to take over your kitchen like this. Oh, I don't mind, but this is... Oh, that was in the room you gave me. He put it over me? Thank you. To be honest, I wanted to carry you to your room, but I didn't feel right about going into a lady's quarters without permission. Oh, thank goodness he didn't see that. It's very, very messy. It'll be just a moment. I'm grilling the pancakes now. And a few minutes later, the pancakes and a hot cup of coffee are ready. Here you go. Sorry I can't make anything fancier. Oh, not at all. Keep this up and you can stay here as long as you like. Huh? Never mind. Time to dig in. Add a little drizzle of honey and... That's so good! Lloyd is happy. After the pancakes are finished, Marie thinks to herself as she sips her cup of coffee, I can see why my master dotes on him. Not the most confident, but such a sweet homebody of a kid. He's like the perfect housewife, and leagues away from a soldier heading to the front. Lloyd, do you really want to be a soldier? Oh, yes, sorry. No, that doesn't call for an apology. Marie remembers what Lloyd told her last night. Everyone tried to stop me from coming here. They said someone like me could never be a soldier. Yeah, it's weird, right? Huh? No, not... I'm the weakest kid in the whole village. I'm no good at gathering firewood or fishing. If I spar with anyone, I'm so hopeless, it'll take me a whole day in bed to recover. To a weakling like me, the soldiers in novels with their strength and heroism are very admirable. I don't want to give up on my dreams. At the very least, I have to try. I see. Listen here, Lloyd. The general admissions exam for the Azami Military Academy, the one you'll be taking, it's not till the middle of the month, so you still have some time. You know what it entails? A combat test, a written magic test, and an interview. Correct. The combat test is by far the most important. Uh-oh, I was afraid of that. The most basic work of a soldier largely involves security and physical labor. You need to be strong. Lately, Colonel Murthafan, the man in charge, is really going for it. He's recruiting all over and so on. The competition will be fierce. Though word of them may have not reached your village, some of those recruits are household names around these parts. The rumored Belt Princess, among others. Huh. You sure know a lot, Miss Marie. I run a general store, so I deal in a little bit of everything. And most people on the east side don't have any money, so they pay for medicine with information. I was afraid it would be all about power. I've got enthusiasm, but I lack confidence. And I've always been weak. Why, even on the way to this land... Oh? You run into trouble? Yeah, well... I suppose that's not a shocker. Your village is on the far end of the continent. Making it all the way south to us is a lengthy journey involving connecting trains and wagons. There are even dangerous monsters lurking along the way. Say, how long did it take you to get here? Oh, 6 whole days. Is that right? I suppose that's doable, if you time the connections well. But you must have been exhausted. Oh, no, I ran the whole way. And it still took me 6 days. Marie spits out her coffee. You ran? Yeah. It would normally take way less, huh? No, that's not what I meant. You ran all the way here in 6 days. Oh, I ran here straight from home, nonstop. Your endurance is nuts! Not to mention you're absurdly fast. Well, that's nothing. They said a village grandpa could do it in 2 days. Two days? Oh, I think they meant when he was younger, but, listen, Lloyd. Yeah, I know better than anyone how weak I am. Is he joking? No. That face says he means it. Everyone back home says so. And Lloyd has a flashback to Kunlun village. Lloyd, a half-baked kid like you, a soldier? You can't even fish or gather firewood right. You'll never make it in the military. Yeah, but... The village grandpa that Lloyd was talking about speaks. Listen up, Lloyd. The only way to get wood from a tree ant is to kill it in one hit before it detects you, and you can't even do that! Perhaps I should explain. Tree ants are monsters shaped like trees, terrifying creatures that attack all humans who draw near. Lloyd continues to sulk. And that's not all. They say, you're so weak when you go fishing, you struggle with a few fangs and horns. Let it be known that the fish Lloyd is talking about is a giant killer piranha about the size of a Volkswagen. Marie sees an image of this and freaks out. Fish? That's a monster too! They say just because you broke every bone in your body sparring is no excuse to spend the whole day in bed recovering. Let it be known that the average Kunlun villager takes about 3 hours max to heal their body. Marie is still freaking out over this. It only takes you a day? Hey, are you sure you're weak? Sounds more like everyone else is out of this. I am. Even on my way here, I got very lucky and only encountered a few wild animals. If I'd run into any monsters, I'd have never made it. May I ask what kind of wild monsters you're talking about, Lloyd? Oh, giant locusts, fire-breathing lizards. Lloyd, those things you are describing? Those are monsters. All of those things are monsters. Are they? But aren't monsters more like goat-headed demons that scream out, "This world is mine"? I'm pretty sure that's a demon lord. Jeez, Lloyd, you're really strong. Oh, thank you for your encouragement, Miss Marie. Have you no confidence at all? Everyone was worried about me living here too, but I told them the fish eaten in the capital don't have fangs or horns according to my novels, and, well, they finally relented. Listen, I know I'm weak, but I really want to be a soldier. Even after hearing all of this, Marie is still shaking with shock and disbelief, and most of all, fear. She foisted a total monster on me. I wish I had some skills to help with the test, but I'm only good at housework, cleaning, and the like. Cleaning? As in disposing of enemies? Huh? Oh, no, I mean, just normal cleaning. And that's when Marie looks inside her kitchen and noted it is immaculate and sparkling bright, like the rays of 1,000 suns. Just yesterday, this kitchen was a mess. Well, I gave it a good once-over before I began cooking. From that travesty to this? Yes. Should I not have? It's amazing. Your normal cleaning is amazing. Oh, it's nothing special. For a total beast, he's such a nice kid with a talent for boring, everyday stuff. If you want, I can show you. There's a bit of a trick to it. Oh, what household wisdom do you have for me? Yes, you might call it that. See this rag? Mm-hmm. With an ancient rune on it, it'll clean in a single wipe. See? The dirt just falls right off. I'm sorry, I forgot to wipe down the table legs. Give me a second. And Lloyd wipes down all of the grime from the table leg in one smooth stroke. And this causes Marie to start banging her head against the wall. Household wisdom, my butt! No one can do that! Lloyd starts freaking out. Did I do something bad after all? No! Marie continues hitting her head on the wall. No! Not bad! Except that it is! The wisdom of the ancients reduced to household chores! What's more, that's the disenchantment rune! I spent years slaving under that lowly grandma just to learn that thing! Lloyd continues talking as if nothing's wrong. For some reason, it gets rid of dirt and grime as a side effect. Marie continues hitting her head on the wall. For some reason? For some reason? It's the disenchantment rune, for crying out loud! I'm sorry. I know it's not anything special. It's so special it hurts! Oh, thank you very much for being so nice. Again. I'm not trying to cheer you up, but believe in yourself a little, would ya? But the only other magic I'm any good at is making it rain. No one can do that! And Marie gives one last head pound, making a nice witch-shaped hole in the wall. Lloyd comes out to see if she's okay. Huh? Sorry, what did you say? Also, why did you make a hole? Now, look here, you. I knew it. You're from that village. Huh? Never mind. Just bring me a pen and bring me a paper. Okay, will this notepad from the other room... Marie quickly snatches the notepad and starts scribbling something down. Here's a map and a letter. Give this letter to the carpenter. We have to get him to fix the hole in the wall. Oh, sure. No rush or anything? If you say so. Leave it to me! And stick to normal speeds. Marie lifts her head up when she hears a familiar voice. Well, What do you make of him? Back again, Master. Just taking a peep. Won't stay long. He's so sure he's weak when he's anything but. Once the heroes of legend saved the world, they left it behind, settling down in peace, in a village at the edge of all mortal realms, Kunlun. From there, they protect the world from calamities and demon lords with none the wiser. And Lloyd hails from that fabled village. Yep. Surrounded by the descendants of heroes, Lloyd genuinely is the weakest kid in town. He also lacks self-confidence. But Lloyd has a dream. Work hard and become a soldier, my dear Lloyd. Do it for the sake of achieving your own dream and also my heart's desire. And thus, Lloyd's life in the capital has begun. The harsh. Hey, guys, can we really call this harsh? I mean, it's not. Okay, I'm all right. Let me stick to the script. The harsh test to become a soldier lies ahead. This is the story of this boy and the people around him who have been bound together by the threads of various misunderstandings. I mean, you know how it goes. Now, let's see. In the parlance of our times, we might call it the tale of a kid from the last dungeon boonies who moved to a starter town. Does that work? And to close out this chapter, Lloyd exclaims, "Okay! I'm gonna give it everything I've got!"